A couple of pounds?
Yeah, like a pound and a half, I think. Maybe a pound. Wouldn't it be nice if you could, what do you call it? Tearing this? Is that? It's called tear, right? When you set the scale,
Oh, yeah.
you tear it.
Right, tear away.
If you could do that with a wheel head, you put your clay on there, and it tells you on the side how many pounds it is. So this is just going to be a simple cylinder.
Now you're going all the way to the bottom there?
Nope, this is just the base pot. I'm just making a, like, just a little jar. Or a little container. Man, I did a terrible job wedging this. Not a big deal, just a simple shape. Actually, I may choke this a little bit. Give me your help a second. Never mind. It puts me in the worst mood. There's like 2 little air bubbles in here. Makes me nuts. Okay. So on this one, this is going to be, where did it go? The teapot. See the teapot on the top there? So see how that sets in there? So you're going to take your calipers and just measure the inside distance right here. Now you could either do this and measure this way and then open them up and remeasure like I did before, or in this situation, I think I can just go like that and just eyeball it on there. So I know that that's going to be the distance that it needs to drop in. So let's put this somewhere here.
So which lid are you making?
That one.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that one where it just drops in. I think it's on that front page of the handout.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wedge this again.
Potential spam, it says.
I'm being spammed to death in the last
Don't answer it.
48 hours.
Let's see what they want.
It said somebody gets ahold of your number.
I got
Share
a
it
post
with everybody.
office, but they call it something different. It's not phishing, it's smishing or something like that.
Swishing?
Yes, when they send you texts and it's fraudulent. And I've gotten 2 of them from the post office about.
A
they can't
package?
deliver
You have a
my
package.
mail.
My mom got that. She actually
whole
went to her
world-
local post office because she thought my brother was sending her a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, post office said, we just want to update your information.
The whole world
Let
is
me
a
give you my
scam.
social security number.
Yeah, all we need is your
1, 2,
credit
3,
card
4,
number
5, 6.
and your social security. So I always do that, tell them, we give them her driver's license and her social security number. Because you can give them information, so then like, always on the use for the one month's.
They're like, no, I gave it to the guy that called me before.
Yeah.
Thank you. I should just don't answer it.
Only takes one.
Yeah. Well.
So I might not have enough clay on this one. We'll see how this one goes. I probably could have used a little bit more clay. So you center this, and this gets a little tricky. My hands are a little bit large, so I have to kind of sort of crimp this and push there to get this to center. and I'm kind of just digging my fingers underneath. And that sometimes happens, especially if you're making little tiny pots. Push down. Now you could leave this, you could spread this out and leave it like a flat kind of canister where it's a flat top on there, or you can make it a little domey, doesn't matter. But I'm leaving about a 1/2 inch of clay in here because this one I'm gonna throw the knob instead of trimming it out. So in this case, you're gonna come here and move this. I'm just sitting there and I'm pushing the clay up into the lid. Didn't really pull it. And then we're gonna get an idea of where we need to be. Remember, this is the inside measurement. So right there, you're gonna take this. I'll have enough clay, I guess. I'm gonna take this and move this out a little bit more, but I'm gonna leave it beefy at the top here. We'll see why in just a second. So that inside measurement needs to be the inside measurement of this, or more, depending on how much of a ledge you want. But this is where I'm gonna run out of clay. I might not have enough clay to do this.
The inside matches the inside of that, not the outside.
The inside of this, right here, needs to match the inside of that. And you'll see in just a second why. And if I push this a little bit more, I have a little bit more of a flange that's gonna hang over this. And sometimes that flange looks really nice.
And you're saying pushing as opposed to pulling?
Pulling as opposed to pushing. Was that for which?
Well, when you're saying I'm pushing in, like in the initial thing, you look like you compress the center.
Yeah, at the very
Really
beginning,
pulling.
yeah. I left it curved down on the bottom instead of pushing down and opening it. And you can do that. It would look more like just a flat top. So this is roughly where it's at, right? I got about maybe like 1/4 of an inch on each side for an additional lip. So you're gonna take this then, and then you sit out here, make sure it's slick because any dry spot it messes it up. So I'm gonna come here, and then I take with the inside of my finger and I move that right back in. But I wish I would have had more clay. So see how that then fits? Like you over expand it, and then you move it back inward so it fits in the lid, or it fits in the cylinder. What's that?
Now it makes sense.
Now it
why
makes
the
sense,
inside
yep.
had to match the inside.
Yep. And then I can come here. But if I would have pushed it more and I had a little bit more clay to work with, sometimes this looks really nice when it even goes a little further. It like hangs off the edge there. And then you can take this, and if you give that a little push, it will dome it out a little bit. Now, you can make this straight up and down, or you can give yourself a little wiggle room when it slides down in there, but I'll make this straight up. I'm going to take this. I get a little air bubble or a chunk of something in there. So see how that fits right there? So when you go like this, I'll have more of these all made for Wednesday, but this will go like this, and then it should just fit right in there. Like that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Pretty neat.
So that is lid number 2. That's a lot easier.